But I'm sick and tired of hearing how much of an uneducated white woman I am because I voted for Donald Trump.
Shout out to the non-college educated white women. I know that you guys are receiving so much hate from a lot of people, but kudos to you for not falling for the propaganda and the deceptive lies. You guys have used logic over emotions and have saved a lot of people, including those who are giving you a hard time, from themselves. And one day they'll be thankful to you in the future. Now, thanks to you, the world is going to have peace again, no more wars. The world is going to have free speech again. The world is not going to have high inflation anymore. The world is going to be affordable again. The world is going to be a better place to be in. There is more hope for humanity again. You guys have said no to tyranny, to slavery, to exploitation, and many, many other horrible things.
I'm sick and tired of hearing how much of an uneducated white woman I am because I voted for Donald Trump.
It's a demographic. Non-college educated white women is a demographic that is measured in every election. Non-college educated white men vote overwhelmingly red. When they get a college degree, they start to skew a little more to the Democrat. White women who are non-college educated vote overwhelmingly Republican.
Okay, so basically, people that are not indoctrinated, people that live in the real world, people that are in touch with reality, vote for common sense. But as soon as they go to college, they become indoctrinated. They start getting out of touch with reality. They live in a bubble and they live in that elitist circle, and they stop relating to anyone else, and they start voting for Democrats, for blue policies, because they are the only one that benefit from it at the expense of others. That's why it makes sense when they say that the Democrats are the party of slavery and colonization. They can relate to the average person.
Their victories have not been your victories. Their triumphs have not been your triumphs. And while they celebrated, there was little to celebrate for struggling families.
Because how come the majority of people that live in the real world vote red, but as soon as they go to college, to indoctrination camps, they start voting blue, and they become out of touch with reality? They can relate to the people that live in the real world. It makes sense.
So you are aligning yourself with non-college educated white women. That's just a fact. When you get up to college educated, it skews heavily to the Democratic side. They do it by level of education too. Never attended college but no degree, associate's degree. And when you get down to...
Yeah, that's the pattern right there. College. What's in college that's making these people vote blue? What are they learning?
Bachelor's and MD, PhD, which is your demographic, you are in the minority, heavily in the minority. 60% of people with an advanced degree vote Democrat. Stay offended if you want, but for the record, it wasn't the Democrats that called you poorly educated. We love the poorly educated. We won with the poorly educated.
No, you do not love the poorly educated. You only love the poorly educated when you can benefit from them. But if anything, you can't even relate to the poorly educated. You insult them. You insult the poorly educated people. You don't even think that they can think for themselves. You even tell them how to vote. And if they can't vote for you, you're like, oh, you're poorly educated. You are uneducated.
Not having a college degree doesn't make you poorly educated politically. I actually thought when he said that it was incredibly offensive. I thought you guys might be offended by that. The politically correct terminology is non-college educated, but we know you guys don't like PC. So you get what you vote for. You didn't like PC, those were your guys' words, and you can't blame people for using them. I have a feeling if the person we voted for called us poorly educated, you would probably be capitalizing on that. You would definitely be using it.
That's BS, guys. That's BS. These people, these indoctrinated people, oh my goodness. Yeah, they're full of crap. They're full of crap. That's why, that's what Trump said over here. These colleges, listen to this.
If any U.S. university is discovered to have engaged in censorship activities or election interferences in the past, such as flagging social media content for removal of blacklisting, those universities should lose federal research dollars and federal student loan support for a period of 5 years and maybe more.
But I'm
Yeah, that's right. I even think they've done more than that. Like they've indoctrinated their students. Like what happens behind the scenes, behind closed doors when the world is not watching. Because people don't televise what's happening in colleges every day. So you don't know what's happening in those circles, in colleges, in those fraternities, sororities. It's just crazy, man. All those college clubs, they are all being indoctrinated. They all believe in the same thing. They all believe in the same mainstream propaganda. It's just crazy, man. So yeah, these colleges are in for a rude awakening. And I'm not gonna be surprised if colleges like Harvard, MIT start getting bankrupt, go out of business, because those colleges, most of the students that go to those colleges, they come out to be indoctrinated Democrats. Those elitist people. They can't relate to the average population.
sick and tired of hearing how much of an uneducated white woman I am because I voted for Donald Trump. This uneducated white woman is going to save your baby's life someday. That uneducated white woman down the street, she's a PA at your doctor's office. That man that you think is an idiot runs your nuclear power plant. They're teachers, they're engineers, they're farmers, they're your blue-collar workers.
Yeah. Basically, the non-college educated people are running the world out here.
You know what? They were sick and tired of how this country is run. And
Yeah.
they may have been silent about it, but they spoke up.
Yep.
And they spoke up in the voting booth.
Yep. Yeah, shout out to you. Don't let these people shame you. These people that don't have no common sense, don't let them shame you. They don't know what they're doing. If anything, you are saving them from themselves. And they're going to thank you one day. They're going to thank you one day.